Okay, I can hear myself. I can hear myself, and the levels are great. And that's the coffee. Kicking in, and we're about to start. We're going to start. I'm almost ready, and we're going to start in 3 seconds. We're going to start in 3. I fucking spilled some coffee or something already? Well, we were going to start. Again, I don't know what to do with the wire. We were going to start, and then I didn't know how to start, and now I guess I started. I guess this is us starting. We started, and this is that, but we're here. We're welcome back to the Takeover, and it's me, Mr. Lenoci, episode 14, week fucking 12 of quarantine, at least for people in LA. The rest of you are probably starting to open up all throughout the country. And, I've been moody this week. I've been really moody, and that's the energy I'm going to bring into the episode. I've been really moody, even though I've been meditating for 11 days in a row now on Headspace, and I feel better, and I've worked out for 11 days in a row, and I've done Headspace for 11 days. I've been working on the keyboard. A lot of things I'm doing consistently because I'm telling myself if I do this 100 times, my life will change drastically. And it's true. It's true. If you do anything 100 times in a row, you'll notice a difference. You'll notice a difference in life. So, but that being said, you're like, well, then how could you be moody coming in? Just the mood I have right now. Is it because I think it's getting to me? And I know that some of you guys are watching and you're going, no, it's already gotten to you. That's not true. Like, I think I'm actually like getting really like restless. I want to do something. I want to go somewhere. And I know that I was just in Scottsdale, but like I need to go somewhere else again. Like I don't like being in one place for long periods of time. I'm addicted to traveling now, and I like being in different cities and working and seeing different places and seeing people. For someone who hates meeting new people, I love meeting new people. And I contradict myself all the time. That's what I do. Figure it out, guys. So if you're talking to yourself watching this going, that's not true. Yes, it is true. Okay? So that's just how it's going to go. So we're starting, and it's welcome back to the Takeover. I sit how I want. I do what I want. I eat what I want. I don't eat what I want. I've been eating a little bit better. I've been counting my calories. I only once in the last 11 days have I eaten past midnight. So, and I know some of you are like, well, eating past midnight, that's late. You're eating past midnight. That's late. No. I go to bed at 3, earliest, mostly 4. So, for me, not eating past midnight is like you not eating past 9. Same thing. Same things. Same things are going on right now, right? We're playing a game. So, welcome back to the Takeover, and I'm excited this week because I got some people dropping in and stuff. Real people, fake people. Who knows? We'll see how it goes. But how are we doing? We're doing good, cool. All right, we'll just that's how that's gonna be. What is it? We're coming in the last week of May, and I this week I fixed some stuff around the house, and it feels good. I like fixing things. I realize that I like doing that. Like, I'm one of those guys, and I know this carries over from last week about how I'm ready to be a dad and a homeowner. But like, I enjoyed like. I took out this AC unit. I have an AC unit in my room, but I had one in the living room. It's a long story. Not going to get into it, but I had to take it out, okay? Because when I move out of this place, I don't want to have to deal with the problems. My other roommate was worried. He's like, well, I don't want to have to deal with telling the landlords that, this window's broke. I go, okay, then I'll fix it. Then I'll fix the situation, and then we don't have a problem, right? So that's what I did, and I replaced a window that was gone. Now with glass, I used plexiglass, and then I sealed it, and it's fine. It looks fine. It's not professionally done but now that I've done it, if I do it again, I'll do it even better because I've learned. I've learned through my experience. Experience goes the furthest. That's why I'm an avid believer in starting quarterbacks. Starting quarterbacks pretty soon rather than later. I mean, don't get me wrong. It's proven that if they sit behind, they learn more. They do learn more, but I like to get them in there too if they're very skilled, okay? I'd like to see Tua Tagovailoa start at some point in the Dolphins season. Okay, so anyways, I I replaced that little window, and as I was doing it, I was like, oh, this is what my dad would always do. My dad loved to fix things and repair things around the house, almost to the point where I think he would fucking break things just so he could repair them. I feel like that's how much he enjoyed doing things around the house, little projects. And I think that's part of becoming a man. I think once you hit mid-30s, once you start going towards the latter years of your 30s, you start to want to become a man. And when I mean a man, I mean doing manly things, cleaning things, fixing things. That's just how it's going to be. Now, if you're listening and you're 25 and you're like, I don't like doing that shit, I'll just pay people to do it. I said the same thing, man. And here I am, 11 years later, ready to fucking, what do you want me to do? I'll take apart my bed just so I could put it back together. I know that's ridiculous, but I'll do it if I have nothing to do. And a lot of the time, I have nothing to do. Coffee kicking in. I made a mistake too. I made a lot of mistakes this week. All right, here's the first mistake, okay? A couple weeks ago when I ordered the ring light, okay? I ordered the ring light, and it's great. It's a great idea. Look, already, last week's episode, this week's episode, everything's better, right? Everything's better, okay? So I ordered it. It came. It wouldn't turn on. It wasn't working. Maybe I wasn't doing it correctly. I don't know. I emailed to Amazon. I shipped it back. This one came 4 days later. It worked last week. Then this week, I was having trouble turning it on. It wasn't working correctly. So I fucking emailed the company. And I was like, motherfuckers, this shit doesn't work. It's the second one I got. And they emailed back saying, send a video of you plugging it in and turning it on and off and using the different outlets because sometimes it's not strong enough. And so I did all that, sent them the email, and then this turned on, and it's been working consistently for the past couple days. So now I don't know what to do. Now I'm like, do I, because I was kind of a little aggressive in the email saying, like, this is ridiculous. I use this for work, and this is the second one that doesn't work. Is like, how are we going to fix this solution? I wrote something like that. But now it works consistently, and I'm happy, and everything's going smooth. But now I didn't want to, like, retract that email. So it's like, are they going to send me a new ring light, and I'm going to have two, just one as a backup? Maybe that's going to happen right now. And maybe that's because I was not maybe doing it correctly. Because, listen, when you plug in the ring light, it plugs into, like, a cell phone charger, one of those. Like, it's got a USB, not a USB, it's... You know what I mean? It's fucking one of those. It plugs into those chargers, like an Apple charger. So that's how it plugs in through an outlet, or I could do it through the computer. Would be enough power. It was both times, but it wasn't fucking turning on. So I got mad, and then like maybe I felt like maybe I wasn't doing it right. And you're like, how do you not turn something on right? I swear to God, it's weird and confusing. Like when you first plug it in, the power button lights up, but also the second button does. There's 4 buttons, but the other 2 buttons aren't lit. So it's just all weird, man. It's all fucking weird. So either way, I feel kind of guilty about sending that email, and we'll see if they even respond. They haven't responded yet, but if they respond and they're like, okay, because they asked for the email and the number, the order number from Amazon or whatever. I don't know. Coffee feels good. Is it my third one today? No, second. I want to look. Do I look better? Do I look like I'm a little bit more buff now? Have you been? Look at the older episodes and look at this episode. I know I wear black a lot, but like, look at this, dude. Can you tell? So, I mean, I don't know. We'll see what happens with the ring light thing. I partied this weekend. I definitely partied this weekend. I partied. I had a good time. Okay, I had a great time. And here we go with the fucking itching nose again. But either way, I had a fun time. But before we get into what happened this weekend, which is fun because I'm going to have Joe Marrese. I drank with him this weekend, so we'll have him on. And he'll come in. What's up?
I'm here.
All right, Joe, what's up? Come in, close the door, and just grab the mic. It's ready to go. Close the door all the way, so it's good. We have good, yeah.
Left my shoes on.
It's fine. You can leave your shoes on. Just have a seat on there.
Facing you?
Yeah, you can face me. We're not in a real studio, so you don't get to be on camera.
Oh, okay, yeah. So,
but volume's great already. Well, I didn't even have to change anything. Let me hear you talk.
Yo, what's up?
Yeah, you're great. You're great right now. So what's up, Joe? Good to see you for the first time since our wonderful weekend. Right? We had a good weekend, didn't we?
Yeah, it was pretty fun for the most part.
It was a fun. I'll tell you why it was fun, Joe. This is why This episode's fun because I'm splicing it up into little pieces. You're stopping by. We'll only be doing this for like 10, 15 minutes.
Okay.
But Joe, me and Joe got drunk on Saturday. It was Saturday, right?
Yeah, that was Saturday.
Saturday we got drunk. It was probably my first time getting drunk with Joe in years, to be honest, because Joe's an avid drinker. Would you say you drink on the regular, maybe at least 3 times a month, 4 times a month, normally? When life was normal.
When life's normal, 2 or 3 times a month, yeah.
2 or 3 times, and it's a good time. It's a good time. He's like he'll like go, I'm going out. Now I sometimes would just not. I don't know. I just wouldn't drink as much or go out with him. I had been drunk with him maybe a few times, maybe at the parlor watching football, or when I used to work there, he would drink there, and like I wouldn't be drinking, but I would see him drunk. And Joe's a very funny drunk. He's a very, very funny drunk. But this Saturday, I was committed to getting drunk. I was like, this will be fun. Let's get drunk. And we had a fun time. And then, but Joe can't hold his own sometimes, right?
No, it's not about not holding my own. I can't do multiple things. I can only drink. I mean, things just get out of hand. It's a pandemic. And also, you forced a shot down my throat.
Can I show that? Can I show the video of me forcing a shot down?
You poisoned me, basically.
Here's a clip. I'll put it in. I'll cut it in right now. There's 2 clips. I have one clip.
Cut the clip in.
I have one clip of me forcing it and it goes all over his face, and then there's another clip of him taking it down like a champ.
I should have just spit it out. I don't know why I swallowed it. That was like a double shot.
I mean,
I also had too much wine.
Well, when we got to the second. So the party started at Joe's house. We just had a few people. By the way, it wasn't a party. It wasn't a party.
Like
we weren't breaking
people.
We weren't breaking rules. Okay, it was like five, 6 people. It was like 5, 6 people, 7 people, and eventually 2 people left, and then another 2 people left, and it ended up only being 5 of us total.
Yeah, at the time.
By the time we got at most there was 7 throughout a whole big place. Doesn't matter. We're ready to move on. So we're at this place. At Joe's house, we were just having like a couple beers and some pizza. I think we each had we were just drinking beer. That's
yeah,
what
it was my kind of atmosphere.
His kind of atmosphere.
Should have stayed there.
I think I went with like 3 beers in that time, and 3 beers I get pretty drunk off 3 beers. I'm a lightweight, and then I don't know how many you had. How many do you think you had at your place?
I had a lot. I had like 8.
8 beers.
Yeah.
You had 8 fucking drinks.
Probably I can drink a lot of beer.
Whoa, 8.
Yeah.
Dude, if I had 8 beers or 8 of anything, I'm blacked out.
No, beer I can hold down.
He's from Chicago. Chicago people can just drink beer. It just sounds like that. You know what I mean? Every Chicago guy reminds me of Mike Ditka. So here's the deal. We leave Joe's, and once I'm tipsy, I'm like, let's move it. Let's move the party somewhere else. I'm all about moving the party and jumping around. I think it's fun, and it creates different atmospheres.
I don't think that was necessary.
I love doing that.
I mean, we can't go to bars right now. We need to be apartment hopping.
But that's fun.
We need to change the scenery.
That's fun. We didn't even make it to mine. Imagine if we would have made it to mine.
Yeah, keep going down the block.
Yeah, it would have been fun. So then we changed scenes. And it was a good idea, and I'll tell you why. It became a lot of fun because we changed scenes, and it became like a bar with music, and like we were taking shots and having wine. How many drinks do you think I had there? I've had at least 3 shots there and maybe 2 drinks. So that's 5 there. So in the night, I'm at like 8, 9 drinks already. So I'm pretty drunk.
Yeah, I had way too much.
Way too much
I think
there.
My liver still hurts.
Yeah, no. How long does it take you to recover? Well, we'll get to that in a second. So we're ripping shots. We're having a good time, and then you saw the clips of the shots and stuff, and then I don't know. I must have turned my head for a second. I don't even know when this happened. I don't even know. Everybody's wasted. We're having a good time. All of a sudden, I look at Joe. He's on the couch, slouched over, and he threw up on the couch on himself. It's on his forearm. It's on the floor. But the best part about it, I'll never forget this, he's got a smile on his face.
Yeah, I don't know if that was a smile.
Bro, can I show the picture or no?
No, it's
I can't show the picture.
Gross. Nobody wants to see that.
I think they do, though.
No, we can't.
So I can't show the picture. I promise. I'm a man of my word. I've only showed people the picture on my phone. I haven't texted to anyone because I know he doesn't want it out there.
It's gross.
But you know what? How about this? If you're a Patreon member, I'll post the picture on the Patreon. There's not a lot. There's only like a few right now, but they get to see it. They pay for it. It's fine. It's only a few people. I'll post the picture on the Patreon, but like he's passed out. He's not really passed out because he can hear us talking, but there's throw up on his arm. For whatever reason, I laugh at throw up. It makes me laugh so much. Throw up, watching someone throw up, I enjoy it so much because I think that like I I know exactly what they're going through. Like, it's so painful but so quick. So it makes me laugh so much because I know it's going to be over soon. So I think it's so funny. But he's passed out, but he's like this. I mean, you have a full, like, smile.
Well, at that point, I was in probably like a dream state.
So do you?
Because I thought I dreamt that whole thing.
So that whole thing, that's a blackout night for me. I
Yeah,
barely
it was
would
a
remember.
blackout.
So you
Yeah.
do you remember the whole night?
First time I've blacked out in forever. Yeah, I mean, I remember most of the night.
So you didn't black
just
out that hard, but you
towards the end there.
you don't remember throwing up.
Throwing up, I thought was a dream.
Did you remember how you got home?
I mean,
I
assume
remember CY, my roommate. He was there. I was like, yo, walk him home. Make sure he just gets home.
Oh, he walked me home.
Yeah.
That was nice of him. Yeah, I didn't.
I mean, I got to get his side of the story.
I
so,
don't remember that. Yeah, I didn't remember.
So what did you
walking
wait?
home.
When you woke up, where were you? On the couch in your
I
bed?
was on my couch. Yeah,
covered in throw up still?
there was throw up on my rug that I had to clean.
Oh, so you threw up again.
Yeah.
So you didn't even wash yourself. You just passed out on the couch.
No, I mean my body was clean. I didn't have anything on my arm like you said.
Oh, so you must have like been drunk and washed yourself off.
Yeah, I think I
Oh.
got in the shower because I
There
remember
we
my
go.
shower curtain was like open.
So
So it's
you
like
were coherent enough to like wash yourself.
Yeah.
That was a fun time. Are you having a hard time talk about it, or is it tragic for
No,
you?
I just you don't want to
I mean, we all
feel
have,
like
dude.
you've
I have.
outgrown that kind of stuff.
No, you never outgrow that stuff. It's a good time, dude. I've been in those situations. I love it.
Well, going into that night, I felt like things get out of control tonight. Every now and then, I'll
Walk us through it.
I'll
Like,
have
what-
that feeling of like,
What's the game plan going into the night? You know it's a big game. You know it's a big game. You have the mentality of like this is the playoffs.
well, it's just that, like
You
I
knew you were
feel
gonna
like,
go big.
I feel like things could maybe get out of control tonight.
So you
But
knew.
most of the time, I keep it under control, like 99 out of 100 times.
That's fine. That's fine. Listen, you can't win them all.
I won't get carried away. I'll just stick to beer.
But you thought going in, you're like, this could get reckless.
Yeah, I thought, just had that kind of feeling. But
At what point did you feel like you lost control of the game? At what point did you feel like
probably
you
on
might
like
not
my
win?
second glass of wine after having a ton
So
of beer.
after we left your place.
Yeah, I should have just kept drinking beer or just stopped because I probably had enough. But yeah, red wine was not a good choice after a lot of beer.
That ends a couple shots, obviously, too. Yeah,
Well, the shot was
mixing
not
is-
intentional.
You're saying I rape shot you. I basically turned into a frat guy. I mean, I am part of fault of it because if you see his
there's no
his
reason to be
throat's
doing
red.
shots.
But I was in the moment and I was like, bro, you gotta. I was hazing him. I hazed him.
No, I'm just
Uh-oh, who's calling you? Someone's calling you? Oh!
do shots.
It's not very Chicago of you. Chicago guys do shots.
Oh, there's a baby in here. Hi, Bobby. Hey, guys, hey. Doing enough, Angela.
What was in that?
With a few shots, and so post game, the day after, walk us through
That was the
afterwards.
first shot I've done, by the way, in like 2 years at least.
Really?
Yeah.
You've never even done
'Cause
like
I
a
don't
shot
do
of whiskey
shots.
at a wedding or
Not
something?
in a long time, no.
Dude, at weddings I take over like that too. I fucking get fratty,
Do
and I'm
shots.
like, so take us through the day after. Now you're recapping the night. Is it? Are you like how do you going forward? How do you not lose again like that? You know what I mean? Like what was the feeling the next day?
No, then you just got to discipline yourself. You got to hold yourself accountable, or nobody else will.
Yeah.
So I'm
It was a
I'm
team effort,
grounded
though,
for
sure.
a few weeks. yeah.
Sure, I mean, sure, you gotta hold yourself. I like the mentality. That's a mentality of a champion. Okay, he holds himself accountable. He's not using excuses or blaming anyone. I'm a big. I was definitely a big reason why he probably threw up. But I mean that's cool that you the next day you were like, so the next day you couldn't do anything. Were you sick all day?
No, I wasn't really sick. Like I had Shake Shack and Taco Bell, so I ate.
Sure, that's always a good way to make yourself feel better.
I ate pretty good. But no, I wasn't sick the next day. I just couldn't move much. Just had to sleep a lot.
Wow.
But
that was a good one. I wasn't even that hungover either, surprisingly. Like I
I
don't
thought
know
you
why.
drank a lot. I don't know how.
I for sure drank a lot, but that was a fucking for sure good. That was a good one. That was a good game. It's a memorable one. It's gonna go down for me in my life going on 36 years, I'll always that will be in like that will run through my mind.
Yeah, for
that will
me,
be one of those. That will be one of those drunk nights in Hollywood that I'll forever remember.
The pandemic blackout.
The pandemic blackout. Like
Yeah,
we could do a
this'll
fucking
stick
10-part
with
series.
me.
Yeah.
I'll-
The pandemic
I'll remember
blackout.
This one.
I thought it was very important that we shared the story, so I thought that was great. Is there anything else you want to add about the recap of that? I mean, it was one of your greater performances that I've seen. My only other performance that I've seen you where I was like, whoa, this is great, is one time just going back was when I worked at the parlor. He was there drunk. He would go watch the Bears games there, and he was there like late, like 6 o'clock, because the game's in L.A., it's 10.
Yeah, I
Starts at
stuck
10.
around that
So he
day.
had a 10 o'clock game, I think, that week. So it's like near the end of my shift, so it's probably like 3:34 actually. And he was just like, I remember him just being like happy to see me because he knew me. And I don't know if he knew anyone else at the parlor at the time because everybody was either gone or whoever he was with maybe disappeared. And he was just like, Mike. That's all he was doing. And I was
Yeah.
like, whoa. And I was like, whoa, I go in my head. I remember at that moment, because this had to be back maybe like 2013 or 14. In my head, I go, wow, what a guy. I just was like, what a guy. That's a Hall of Famer. That's a
Yeah.
Hall of Famer guy. And then here we are, talking. He's still got his career going, and we're talking about another Hall of Fame performance he had just this past weekend.
Yeah,
So-
but I don't want to make that a habit or anything.
No, it's not a habit, but you still have to have these great moments.
No,
I mean,
these these stick with me. I remember.
the pandemic blackout it's in history books.
Yeah.
So I mean, all right. Well, that was it. We just wanted to recap the that's what we'll call it, the pandemic blackout with Joe. So that was unbelievable.
Yeah,
but
that was something.
so thank you, Joe. Thanks for coming by.
Yeah, no problem, Mike. Thank you.
I just to tell you how I'm excited about my life. Let's get the music going. Cool. So here's what's up. I have my game plan. You know what I mean? I'm writing every morning. I wake up. The first thing I do is I'm writing. Okay? I'm writing like I've been. It's been 11 days in a row, and I'm free writing. Not just trying to write like a specific joke, but sometimes I get in a space where I'm like, okay, I like what I'm writing, and I think this is funny. But I do find myself sometimes in the morning, and I'm like, I don't have anything to write about. I have nothing that I even want to talk about right now. And it gets frustrating. And I realize, well, you're frustrated because it's not easy. And if something's not easy to you, then it's hard to do. But to get good at it, you have to fight through those hard moments, right? I feel like I'm speaking to 10-year-olds. But either way, I could fucking motivate 10-year-olds. I would be a good little league coach. That's what's up. That's what I'm telling you right now. Even if I don't get married and have kids, I want to coach little league baseball. And don't get creepy on me. I'm not being creepy. I genuinely like. Would they even let like a random guy just coach rec league, like just because I have a competitive nature where I want to like win some championships? But I know I don't have the. I can't put the work in to be like a professional coach for like college or in the pros. But like let me coach some fucking 10-year-olds to a championship. Like I feel like I have that energy where I could motivate a bunch of young adolescents. Like I could probably motivate people my age too, but then some of them, the thing about people at my age when it comes to motivating them, they're gonna be like, I don't want to, fuck this, you know what I mean? You motivating a 40 or a 50-year-old, you're done. They're done at 40 or 50. Nobody wants to listen to you anymore. They're just like, I get it, and even if I had the energy to want to like work that hard, by the time I succeeded, I'm 60. Like I don't want to, you know what I mean? But like 25-year-old, 23-year-olds, I could probably motivate them. I would have to like go through some like, I would have to experience it a little bit and learn like what was working and what's not working, because sometimes I might get a little too aggressive and get in their face, and they might not want to take that. They might want to be like, yo, get out of my face, motherfucker. Like I'm the boss, and then you're like, you're not the boss. I'm the fucking boss. I'm the head coach. But I could for sure motivate some 22-year-olds out there. I'm sure that some of you guys listening are in your 30s or 20s, and I motivate you through this podcast. So that's proof right there. But I'm talking about if it's competitive. Like if you put me in the locker room with the Miami Dolphins before games, I'm going to help. I'm telling you right now, if I'm in a football locker room, I'm going to help fucking motivate those guys. I'll fucking make shit up. I'll come up with a speech, but it will be like passionate. I'll be like, yo, this isn't a fucking game. I know people think it's a game, but this is our fucking life. This is the world. You have to live with this moment for the rest of your life. For the rest of your life, you have to live with this. Every single day, Dan Marino lives with the fact that he didn't win a Super Bowl. Every day. Do you want that? Do you want that feeling? And don't get me wrong, he had a great career. He's had a very, very successful life. But do you want that? You don't want that. You want that feeling of winning. You know what you have to do to win? You have to sacrifice. You have to sacrifice a lot of things, okay? But if you want it, you can get it. Anybody can get it if you want it, but you have to fucking sacrifice. And it starts right here. It starts right here. It starts right now. And we're going to fucking put our hands in the middle right now. Everybody get together, all right? It starts right here. Sacrifice on 3, okay? Everybody get your fucking heads in. Ready? 1, 2, 3, sacrifice. And then it's over. And then they're going out there and they're fucking sacrificing their bodies harder than they normally do. And it's a win. And that's one win from that one motivational speech right there. So they could win on their own. They could go 7-3 and I come in week 11. It's a big game. I'm going to get that win out of them. That's all I'm saying. And those are professional football players. So I could definitely coach a rec league. 10, 12-year-olds, I'll fucking make them laugh a little bit. And then we're going to win championships. I'm just saying, moms, dads out there, you're fucking busy with work and shit. I don't want to carpool and like pick up the kids. Just meet me at the park. I'll fucking coach. I'll make the game plan for soccer or baseball. I can coach. That's all I'm saying. Okay? Why did I even get into that whole thing? Oh, just about motivating and like, because yeah, it was about the writing thing. So like I'll get frustrated writing and then like, I power through it, and I think it helps. I don't know. Like, a lot of these things I've been doing in the last 11 days, like, you don't see a lot of results right away. I think it takes longer. Like, I've been working out 11 days in a row. I've always kind of worked out, but, like, the way I've been doing it, I don't know. I see myself every day, so I don't know if it's making a lot of difference, but I know it will make a big difference in the end. Like, when we get to, like, week 7, when we get to 30 days, I know that I'm going to take my shirt off and have a shirtless episode and be like, this is what I did, guys. I did this for you. I did this for myself. I did this for Wade. I did this for anyone out there who needed me to do this for them, because that's what I do. If I'm really proud of myself, I'll wear it. I'll have a shirtless episode. A shirtless episode, which is crazy too, because when you're sitting down, you don't look good. Nobody looks good sitting down. You look like you're fucking, even if you're skinny, you got rolls. Your body's like rolled up. You're rolled up, so you're not going to look good. Okay? Are you listening? Are you with it today? What are you guys doing? Are you working out? If you're working out, let's go. Hardcore right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good job. Good job. Let's get another one in. See? All of this works. Now, if you have to go back and rewind to use that as motivation for when you work out, that's fine. Just keep going back. Rewind it. Okay? I'm getting sweated. Sweated? I'm getting sweated right now. Fuck. See? I still make mistakes. I'm getting sweaty. It's getting hot in here because I'm being a little aggressive, because that's the energy I wanted to bring. You know what? I wasn't in the mood to do the podcast today. I wasn't in the mood, but I knew I had to. Okay? I knew, because I was going to do it yesterday, but I wasn't in the mood. And then today I kind of wasn't in the mood, but I fought through it, and now I'm having a good time. Now I'm having a very, very good time, because I think the Dolphins thing could really happen. Put me in the locker room. That's all I'm saying. Oh, man, coffee's really kicking in. So let's get to it. So let's get to it. That's what I'm excited about. I don't know. Slow down, buddy. Slow down, buddy. Okay. I think I want to talk about this a little bit, unplugging for a little bit. Now, I don't know what you guys think unplugging is. For me, it's getting away from what I do, okay? Whether it's, comedy, being in LA. I have friends. I have a couple friends I unplug with. And I think it's very important that everybody has a group of friends that they can unplug with. Whatever you do in life. Like, I'm not talking about people you work with or people in your circle. I'm talking about people you're friends with, but you don't see a lot, but they have a whole different life than you, but you guys are still close friends. Does that make sense? You got to have this, and I'll tell you why. I'm going to explain to you why. But if you don't have it, think about it right now. Everybody has it. You're just not using it, but everybody has it. Okay, you have your work friends, right? People you work with. That. Also, the thing about work friends is, like, you love them. They're great. They're your good friends. Some of them turn into great friends that you'll know forever. But some of your work friends where you're like, you look forward to working with that person because you're like, oh, they always cheer me up. But then you know that if you don't work at that place anymore, you'll never see them really again probably. those are sad. Like I had those throughout my whole life. I remember I had one of those when I worked at like my first job at the ice skating ring. When I worked at this restaurant called Famous Dave's in Tallahassee. I don't even know if it's still there, but I helped open it. And when I was working there, when I was in college, dude, this fucking cook, man, he was the shit, dude. I would make him laugh so much. He was just cool as fuck. And, I wonder if he's even still alive. I would never be able to track this guy down. And I know last week I said I was going to track down the Amir kid on Facebook, and I forgot to do that. I already fucking failed with you guys. But either way, there was a guy at Famous Dave's, man, and we had such a connection. Like, I was like good friends with him, but only at work. And then obviously I didn't end up working there anymore. And in college, I would still go visit and say, what's up? I would go to that restaurant, eat, and then say what's up to the people I used to know and say hi to him. But like, I mean, now we're looking at, dude, that was 14 years ago. Like, who knows? Like, you lose touch with these people, but you always remember what a good time you had with them. You know what I mean? So you have those work friends, and then you have your circle of friends. Your tight 4, your tight 5, whatever it is. Your tight 3, your tight 2, whatever. You have your circle of friends. Whoever you have a group text with, a group chat. And if you don't have a group chat, I suggest starting one. It's probably not going to be like how mine is because I'm with a bunch of comedians and we're not doing anything all the time, so it's very active. But I also have one with my friends back home, which, it keeps it going, and I love them, and they'll call me out on any bullshit. You got to have friends that will call you on any bullshit too, you know what I mean? But, so you have those group of friends, and then you have the work friends, and then I'm not even talking about those friends, not people you work with, not your close friends that you wouldn't be in a group chat with, and not even like, neighbor friends. I'm talking about like friends that know you really well, so they would be your close friends, very close friends, but they're not anymore because maybe, in my instance, they have a family. They're married and they have a kid, okay? And they have a normal life, a 9-to-5 lifestyle, and, but whatever, we keep in touch. I still keep in touch with them, and every couple weeks, maybe once a month, maybe sometimes once every other month over the time, but I've seen them a lot more recently over quarantine. I would go to their house and I would hang out with them, and I feel like when I hang out with her, it's Ashley and Matt. These are my friends, Ashley and Matt. I've known Ashley since I was in high school. Actually, I met her in a high school because she was dating one of my high school best friends, who I still keep in touch with here and there, but I'm not that close with anymore. I kind of lost touch with him. He went through some rough patches, but I still care about him, and he's still there, and he still lives in Florida. But Ashley I met in high school, went to college together. She moved out to LA a little after I did. So I've known her for so long, and we used to butt fucking heads. Like, we used to fucking hate each other because when she was dating my friend, I was always on the guy's side. I'd be like, you're a bitch. Yeah, I was like the worst. Like, every single one of my friends' girlfriends hated me because I would always like antagonize them, or like I would take like my friend's side no matter what. You know what I mean? Bros before hoes. That's what's up. So anyways, we have known each other for so long now that when I do see her, it's like it's almost the same as seeing my sister. I see her and I'm like, I love you, I fucking hate you, but I'm so happy to be around you. It's that's what it is. And Matt, her husband, I met in college through fraternity friends. He went to a different college, but the circles met, and then they ended up getting married, and I love them. And and it's a different type of good friend. They're not like my buddies from back home. They're not like my comic friends, but they're just like someone that I can go see. And when I see them, we're honest with each other. We would always like, they're who I go to unplug with. Like, I literally, like, I need to be around normal humans to let me know, am I going crazy? That's what it is. That's why you need these unplugged friends that you unplug with, because you need someone who's not in your world that can kind of see you from the outside looking in, because sometimes I feel like we might get lost in our own worlds. I think that happens to a lot of people, no matter what you do, but especially comedians. And I'm like, am I delusional? Because in comedy, you see a lot of other comedians, whether it's on social media or what, and then part of you sometimes will go, wow, that guy's fucking crazy. Not like crazy, like, I'm going to shoot the world, or like, I'm going to throw a rock at a car, like, just like kind of like, he's just like not present. And I think that's what also going into meditation, what helps you is be present in a lot of moments, little by little. It's very hard. But it unplugging with them is like sometimes I wonder, I'm like, am I one of those delusional comedians who's just like going at it and I don't realize that I'm fucking crazy? Am I crazy and I'm just like this guy who thinks he has it all figured out and he's just doing his craft and he thinks it's great and amazing, or he sees himself getting better, but I'm not? Like, am I crazy? Like, sometimes you have to like, sometimes you get caught up in your world, maybe even not comedy, and you're like, and you take a step back and you're like, whoa. Am I okay? Because of what you see on Facebook, man, you see a lot of fucking people who are normal or you knew that were normal just fucking losing it. Just ranting. Like, I don't want to fucking, like, I don't want to be one of those people who puts a Facebook post and it's just like, here's what I think, da-da-da-da. Or they're venting on Facebook about something they're angry about. You're like, what are you doing, bro? Why are you putting this on our lives? That's what sucks about Facebook. So these friends, the whole point of everything I've been talking about is these friends I can unplug with and I could be like, am I okay? And they're like, yes. You know what I mean? Someone who could tell you if you are okay. Because if you're asking people who are in your world, they don't know because they're seeing you from that world. And your friends have always seen you. They're too far away. If it's my good friends back in Florida, they're not a part of me. They're like they're just seeing me through social media. They might think it's crazy. And then your comic friends don't know. They're fucking crazy too. But so I have this couple, Ashley and Matt, that I unplug with. And I think that I hope this all makes sense because the coffee has really kicked in. But I think that I think everybody needs to have these people that unplug. I think it's very important. And you can't unplug with family. You can't really unplug with family because they're always going to be there for you no matter what. And they also sometimes are going to give you advice or be there for you because they love you and it might not be the right answer. You know what I mean? Hold on. No, don't sit there. What are you doing? No.
Why not?
Stop. Don't sit on my fucking mic. Come on, buddy. Oh, wow. So before...
Is my microphone plugged in?
Yeah. Your microphone's on. Speak a little. So I totally forgot before I went on to that rant, which about the unplugging friends, which was great. That being said, I mean, I guess I'll have... Like I said, Craig is going to... Like, I was going to have some special people stop by on this episode. We got Joe coming in later, but now I have Craig... And Craig just stopped by, and I forgot I told him, and that's why we had that little interrupted place. But you'll see in the edit. But what's going on? What?
I can't hear myself.
Well, you're not supposed to. Those headphones are for my keyboard.
Plug it in.
Well, I can't. I don't have another thing for it. It doesn't plug in.
Oh.
But so Craig just showed up, and Craig's here, and I'm excited to have Craig because we're going to talk about a couple things. But he just put the headphones on from my keyboard, and he thought they were plugged in, and he's like, I can't hear myself. Well, I guess you heard him say that already. But what's wrong?
Nothing.
All right, so I was just talking about how it's good to have friends, like a group of friends, or not family, not your best friends you went to high school with, but like someone you're very close with that aren't comedians that you can unplug with to make sure like you're sane still. Like, am I, like, you know what I mean? Like sometimes in comedy, and this doesn't go for anyone. This could be in any aspect of life. Even if you're like a teacher or some shit. What?
You're crazy, man.
Why? I know. What? How I get going?
Yeah.
I had a lot of coffee.
I was gonna say, are you on speed right now?
Oh, I know. I say it to them. I go, coffee's kicking in. Sometimes I chug coffee before the episodes and I get going. So listen. So it's good to have. Hey, pay attention. Don't be a distraction.
I am.
Don't touch anything. You're making me scared. So do you have a group of friends that you'll like unplug with, like someone that like?
No, I hate all my friends. No, I'm just kidding.
We've talked
bad
about
bad joke. I said just kidding. No, well, my family.
No, not it can't be family because family's always going to support you, but also not understand what you're doing sometimes because they love you and they want to. They'll say stuff that's in the best interest for you. So it can't be family and it can't be comedian friends.
Well, I have old homies that I love and want to hang out with, but they have families. I have family.
Sure.
I have a career. It's fucking hard. I see them like twice a year.
So then this is a great example. So you don't have someone outside of me, your core 4 or 5 good comic friends, and your family, someone that has like a normal life that kind of can see things from the outside looking in that you can unplug with. There's no one you could think of.
Not consistently. I do, but
at
it's
least
very
like once
rare.
a month. Not even once a month?
We probably could make it happen, but we don't.
There we go. So we're
But
going to
we
try to
don't.
push that on him. I think it's good that everybody has that, though. I think it's good to have, like I was telling them that I have my friends Ashley and Matt who live in Santa Monica. They have a kid, but I go see him like once a month to unplug and just be like, hey, I'm fine,
Yeah,
right?
that guy's weird enough to where he should have been a comic.
No,
though.
not that one. A different one. But they were at New
Yeah,
Year's
the
Eve.
pregnant one.
Yes.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
the Matt,
he's funny.
cool.
Dude. I was cracking
Oh, I thought you were
up
talking
with
about the
that
one with the glasses.
No, that
who's
guy
sick.
seems
He's funny
like
too.
he'll be a porn star or serial
He's
killer.
fun
That
too.
guy's weird.
But
He's
those are my
fun.
unpluggers. So they're cool. It's cool to have unpluggers. So that's what I was talking about before you brought me that delicious cookie. What the fuck was that?
Yeah. Oh, it's
Can I
from
have
Trader
another one?
Joe's. I ate them all in the car ride over. It was full. Sorry.
Bro, come on.
We'll go buy some.
After this, I'm hungry again.
I already ate. I ate a burrito from Trader Joe's. $2.99.
Coffee's kicking in. So what's up, dude? Welcome to stop by. What are you doing? You gonna just grab my coffee?
It's black.
Yeah.
I like it cream and sugar.
No. We don't do that anymore because we're adults, right?
No. You just ate a cookie.
So no, I didn't.
A stick. Cookie stick.
Nobody saw that.
Yeah, they did. It's on camera.
What's
up?
So So what? This is the setup for right now. We don't have a studio. Otherwise, you would be on camera, which you'll stop by more often. But right now, this is how it is. What's wrong? What's your face like right now?
What are you talking about?
Okay, I'm just making sure we're good. I make sure we're in a good energy
I
space.
freeze and time travel and whatnot.
Nice. So, how many days has it been since we've done stand-up comedy?
Oh, I don't like to think about that.
Okay, we won't
March
think about it.
14th was the last. I hosted the last show in Hollywood. That's cool. Because the Laugh Factory pushed on a couple extra days because they're the Laugh Factory. Everything else was shut down, and they pushed on 2 or 3 extra nights. And I hosted the last night, and then they shut down finally.
And sneezed on somebody.
Yeah, that was I spit. I didn't spit on purpose. A piece of hair. I didn't sneeze.
Yeah.
A piece of hair went in my mouth, and if you have long hair, when hair goes in your mouth, you go to spit it out on a paranoid crowd, and they literally screamed, and everyone went like this. Look. They went ah, and thank God it was caught on camera.
Okay. This is actually a good thing to talk about that I have in one of my notes here that I was going to talk about here. I kind of recently just learned how to grocery shop. Now, this is going to sound crazy to you because you worked at Trader Joe's for years. Hear me out. I before this pandemic, if I was to grocery shop, I'd be like, okay, I'm going to get this, and this. And that's what I always would get when I go to the grocery store. Like whether it's like, cold cuts, bread, cheese, peanut butter and jelly, and then like some frozen chicken, and that's that. And the reason I hated like going grocery shopping because I was like, I don't want to make I get sick of it at home making the same shit, so I would always eat out a lot. Now that I've been here and I learned how to bake and cook more, I realized that like, hey, you go to the grocery store maybe like once a week or once every other week, and you can get different things to plan different meals that week. It doesn't always have to be a set schedule like, hey, I'm having eggs for breakfast every day. You could be like, this week I'm going to have this for breakfast every day. Like, that's crazy that I didn't even think like that.
Yeah.
Isn't that
And
so
you
dumb?
call me autistic.
Yo, dude, I used to be like,
I censored myself. I wanted to say retarded, and I changed
you're
it.
allowed to say retarded.
You
It's the
call me
Takeover.
retarded.
This is a sports show, by
You're
the way.
retarded.
Although we don't talk about sports a lot, everybody needs to know that this is a sports show. It's a sports show, dude. It is. It's a sports show. It's called The Takeover. We don't even talk about sports. Don't break anything. Let's not do anything with that. Let's not touch the goddamn keyboard, right?
It was leaning into me, bro. I guess I could have scooted away from it. Oh yeah, okay, I'll scoot over. Why don't I sit next to you so we can
Because
both
it's not wide enough. The angles are only this. Bro, it's not.
I wanna
I'll
be
put your
on
dude. I'll
it.
put your picture in the corner.
No, I know. I've actually, my mom.
I never would think like that though. I was always just like eggs. That's what I eat. But I'm like, this week I could, instead of doing eggs, I could do fucking French toast or something. I wouldn't do French toast, but like I'm just saying other things, or like oatmeal this week or something. I don't know.
In my family, we always cooked. Even as little kids, my mom would let us, and then we always went grocery shopping, so I always knew how. And then I spent 11 years at a fucking grocery store. As we
So
all
you know to switch it up. I didn't know to switch it up. I was always getting the same things, and then that's why I would get bored at home. Like, how dumb would I have to? How dumb was
Here's
that?
one positive that's very dumb. Just
It's
buy
like
different
so-
shit. Jesus
I
Christ.
know, but I was
You
just
don't-
like,
you get steak and then turkey the next day.
I
Like,
was,
yeah.
I was just like so dumb.
One thing quarantine has done that's super positive is I would grocery shop when the world was open, but I'd eat out a lot, and then a lot of my shit would go bad, and it drove me nuts. So I'd stop buying like groceries.
Yeah,
and I
yeah,
also
yeah.
don't hardly have a kitchen. And then, but now, like, I use everything, so that's nice because there's nothing's open.
I just couldn't believe that it took me almost 36 years to figure out, like, hey, you don't, like, I used to grocery shop and just get the same exact things every time, and I would run out, and then I'd go get those same exact things. When it's like, now that I've learned to cook, I'm like, oh, this week I'm going to cook. That will be a couple meals this week. Like different things to cook and stuff now, too.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck, man.
You could bake chicken. You could
Oh,
fry chicken.
I talked about it the other week. Baking changed my life. You don't have to do anything. You just put it in, you leave, and you come back.
You seasoning it at least?
I haven't got to, I told them, I was like, I'm not seasoning stuff yet because I haven't got to that. And I know Craig, but it's crazy that I could just go, this is what you do to bake. You go like this. You put it in, and then I go, hey, I'll be back. Maybe I don't even time it, and I'm going to be honest, and you might get mad at that. I haven't even timed shit. I just go, hey, I think it's done. And I've had the chicken, and it was great.
You got lucky. You fucking
I
burned
forget-
it too great. Let me teach you something. Ready? This is what my mama taught me. It's the easiest thing in the world. I'm not going to talk to you.
I
if you look like that.
gotta look at the camera.
Salt, pepper, garlic. That's it.
Salt, pepper, garlic.
Everything's good. It
Everything's
goes on
good.
everything. Meat, chicken, turkey, salt, pepper, garlic.
Salt, pepper, garlic.
Want to get crazy? Throw some onion in there.
Okay, so I was gonna do the top. All right, so I have this game I'm gonna play this week.
Can
What?
I have that?
I know you ask every time.
Oh, it's really nice.
You ask every time for my fucking beach painting.
It's my birthday.
It was
You got me a plant, but I want that.
okay. Okay, so here's the deal. Now, I have another thing I want to bring up. And I was gonna do it on my own, but I guess I'll do it with you. Do you want to stay around for like a long time, or 10 more minutes, or is that cool, or do you want to stay for the whole thing?
What?
Do you want to stay for the whole podcast, or did you
How
want to stop
long
it?
is it?
Well, because I was just gonna have you do like 10, 15 minutes. My podcast will probably be over an hour this week. Yeah.
I'll say whatever. It doesn't matter.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna just do the other things that so you can
Got some stickers to pack later.
guys. All he talks about is stickers. Talks about 3 things: knives, stickers, and fruit flies. Bro,
Rocks.
the fucking is there crumbs on the bed?
No.
Dude, you know how you can tell if Craig lies? He goes like this. No. That's how he goes. No.
You didn't even do the punchline. I smile after I say it that way.
Well, they can't see you, so he goes like
But
this.
they
He
can
goes.
see you.
He goes no.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, that's pretty good.
All right, so here's this, and I don't want any fucking pushback from it. You can give yours when I'm done, but you're gonna like this one. Ready? You won't even be able to think of more than 3. All right, I came up with this list. These are the top 10 things that go together.
I already know the best.
All right, hold on. Before you give yours, can I just go? I'm gonna explain mine. And then go through it, and then you can give an example if you want. But you're not gonna be able to come up with 10 right away. But you could suggest things that you think where it would be in this order. Okay. All right, dude. You're looking at me like you're bored,
No, I'm interested.
bro. You gotta hold the mic when you talk. He goes, "No, I'm interested."
I picked up.
I don't know. All right, ready?
Okay.
Top 10 things that go together. And if you're wondering what the fuck does that mean, like when people say, it's like peas and carrots, right? What are you looking for, bro?
A
You're
chair that's more comfortable
Bro,
than this shit.
just chill. I
No,
just
you
need you to chill because you're being a distraction at this point. God.
I got it.
Bro,
I
there's
need a
no
backrest.
camera. Okay, fine. So here it is. So you know what I'm talking about when I say top. I'm not even going to be able to get through this, dude. I fucking hate you, dude.
Who are
I
you?
genuinely hate you sometimes.
I came over to visit you.
I know.
That was
I'm
totally.
just kidding. It's
You're
a
my
love
only
hate.
friend that doesn't care about quarantine.
I
Those
know.
pussies.
I can't
Fucking
do it.
DeLigio.
That's why I
Stay
that's
away
why I
from
don't
me.
even visit them at
Don't
the coffee
touch
shop.
me.
So I don't
I
go
tried
there
to give him
anymore.
a hug and he pushed me.
Today?
No, I'm just
That's why I
kidding.
don't go there.
I'm kidding.
I don't deal with them, dude. You know what I realized, dude?
I showed Mark my phone and he's like, back up. I'm like, you're so
Bro,
puss.
you want
You're such a pussy.
you want to know something I've
You're such-
learned? in this quarantine time. Also because of meditating thing, but also because of the. This is why if we had a podcast together, it would be so popular because people would be like they can't even get through a goddamn paragraph.
They can't understand us.
So here's the deal. One thing I've learned in quarantine, you got to stop fucking moving.
I'm not moving. Talk.
Is if it bothers me, just leave. Get it out. Get it out and go away now. And that's part of the meditation.
Yeah, but everything bothers you.
I know because it's comedy though. Because bothering is it goes back to fucking Larry David. I mean, that's why he's so hilarious. Because it's funny to see what bothers people. Because being bothered by something is one of the more relatable things in life. So that's why I still hold on to getting mad at things.
I forgot this was talked about very recently, but comic hate and comic anger is different. It's funny. Real hate and anger, you're like, no, psychopath.
But for instance, shit like that, I'm not gonna run to go hang out at the coffee shop anymore because it's not on my schedule. And when I do put it on my schedule, if you guys don't want to come, that's fine. But I'm not going under the umbrella anymore. I talked about this the other day. I was like, I'm not gonna go when he has to go. Like a lot of the time. This is a little peeling back the onion. Like Chris would be like, yo, let's go meet up at Coffee Bean. And everybody be like, yeah, sure. And I'm like, okay. And now I'll be like, hey, let's go meet at Coffee Bean. Nobody fucking is ready to go. Because they chase the money, bro. I'm not like that anymore. I go to fucking coffee when I want to go. If you can go,
that's not
great.
True.
Yeah, it is.
I hardly respond all the time.
No, I know. But now I don't even engage in the peeling back the onion a little bit in the group text sometimes. The minute it gets fucking negative, I try not to engage. Although I had to go at Mark for a second because I'm not going to say who, but he talked about another comic and a special, and I was just like, bro, that irritated me the most. I was just like, don't talk like that.
I just get annoyed that I want to hug them and they won't let me.
Yeah, I mean, let go of that, bro. It's just go hug a pillow or your cat that is sick that you haven't fixed.
I hugged you, remember?
Yeah, I don't mind. I've moved on past this pandemic. To me, it's in the rearview mirror for me.
That's a good one.
It's in the rearview mirror.
Yeah.
But your cat's sick, so get it fixed.
No, he's had a condition.
Can we get through this top 10?
I am.
All right, top 10 things that go together. Does that make sense?
Ready?
When I say things that go together?
Peanut butter jelly.
Hey, man, don't reveal some of my shit.
That's mine.
All right, well, I'm going to already tell you right now. Peanut butter and jelly is on here, but it's number 3.
Peanut butter chocolate's number 1.
No, it's number 2.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Everything peanut butter.
All right,
Have you ever had peanut butter and bologna sandwiches?
No.
Oddly delicious.
Listen, let's not get off topic. We're going to go through the top 10. Okay? That's crazy that peanut butter and jelly is on there. I wanted to go in order, but I knew that this would happen. All right, so peas and carrots. That's like the most famous one, right? Where are you going?
I got to get a pencil.
Bro, why?
So I can write mine down.
All right, grab a index card. Grab the goddamn mic. Don't talk unless you have the mic.
I am not.
Okay, so here's the deal. I'm going to go through mine, but I'm going to explain this, all right? So peas and carrots is the famous one. I'm telling you right now, peas and carrots is not in my goddamn top 10.
No, fuck peas and carrots.
It's not. It goes together, but it's not in my top 10, okay? So number 10, right here, to give you ideas. Number 10, you grabbed a broken pencil. Just grab a goddamn marker or something. You're not going to write down 10.
I will. I'm smart.
All right, so here's the deal. He's stressing me out. He's making me nervous. Number 10, all right? I want to hear your opinion on mine, too. If this is in your top 10. Number 10 is mac and cheese.
Yeah.
Okay, it's number 10. That's how good so you did. How crazy is that, right? All right, mac and cheese. Listen, some of you are probably like, how is that number 1? Because my list is so fucking good, dude. Mac and cheese across the board. If you don't even like mac and cheese, you've had mac and cheese, and you would nod your hat towards it, right? Is that the saying? You would nod your hat to it or something like that?
Tip your cap.
Tip your cap to it.
Even I know that one.
Here's the deal. Mac and cheese is fucking great, okay? Number 9, I know you're going to love this. Chips and guac. It's a great combo, dude.
It's a good one.
It's a good one. He's a little Mex.
I would do chips and salsa above that.
Sure, but I'm doing chips and guac because that combination, I'm like, I love you. So chips and guac is number 9.
You're
mac and cheese
my
number 10.
List. I'm just writing what you're writing.
Well, that's how it is.
Because that's a good one.
Your number 1 is what? So
PB
far?
and chocolate.
PB and chocolate? Wow, you're going to be so mad and you're going to be like, oh, yeah, I forgot about what number 1 was.
Number 2 is mayonnaise and cheese. I want to
mayonnaise and cheese? That's not a thing.
Yeah, that's.
Oh God, Craig.
That's 6. It's crossed out.
See, you'll know like a saying, but then you'll put mayonnaise and cheese as things nobody's ever heard that combination. All right,
Stop
fine.
writing.
All right. So mac and cheese is 10, chips and guac. All right, ready? Number 8, and I know you're gonna agree with this being in the top 10. Fries and ketchup. How could you
Yes.
better than
Yes.
fries? I know fries and mayonnaise is a thing for you Canadians. Fries and ketchup, hands down, better than mac and cheese, better than chips and guac. I want that.
What about fries and ranch?
It's
They both
it's an
can be on
outlier,
the list.
but it can't be a top 10. Fries and ranch can't be in top 10 because there's so many other good things. Watch, you'll see. Fries and ketchup is 8. All right. Now number 7, you might not like this or go with it. Number 7 is Curry and Thompson, the backcourt of the Golden State Warriors. This is probably the best combination ever. They're a great combination. I know you don't even watch basketball.
No way,
But they're
Malone
fu-
and Stockton. Everybody knows that.
Malone is not a backcourt player. He played center. Stockton was a point guard. See, this is what I'm
They
talking
go
about.
together
No, it doesn't.
like peas and carrots.
No, God damn it, Craig.
Call back.
The guy just says things to say.
Malone and Stockton.
No, so Curry and
All-time
Thompson.
assist leader, all-time points leader.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
No, neither of them are anymore.
Stockton
Thompson and Curry are the number 7 on the list of things that go together. Best backcourt in history of NBA. They just go together. They play well together. That's why it's there. It's also funny to just throw in fucking 2 humans with food. Okay, ready? Number 6, day drinking and Coronas.
That's a good one.
That's a good one.
That's
You
a good
wouldn't
one.
even have thought about that.
That's a good one.
Now, some people be like day drinking and margaritas. Sure, but margaritas
Tequila
are great
gets
at night.
sloppy.
Yeah, and it's good at night. Corona and day drinking, it's just fabulous. And guess what you could do after you have a lot of Coronas and day drinking? Fries with ketchup or chips and guac. So it's a good day.
Salsa.
Okay. Now, number 5, which would be this should be in the top 5, of course, milk and cookies. Milk and cookies is for sure. I mean, wouldn't you put that in your top 5?
Yeah.
Milk specific milk and chocolate chip
Real
cookies.
milk, though. Not no almond pussy milk.
But if we have to do it, fine.
Mm,
Whatever. I drink all the milks. It doesn't matter. I don't drink a lot of milk, but I can drink the milks. Coffee kicking in.
ooh.
All right, ready? Number 4. Ready what number 4 is?
Yeah.
You can't argue with this. Nobody can argue with number 4. Are you ready?
Yes.
Socks and shoes.
That doesn't.
Yes, it does, dude, because they go together. You can't have one without the
Pants
other.
and a t-shirt.
No, because pants can go with fucking,
This needs to be a food only.
There's no rules, bro. And that's what's great about the Takeover, a sports show. It's a sports show.
All right.
So guess you'll see why. You'll see why because you're gonna know. So socks and shoes is 4. Number 3 is PB&J. Number 2, peanut butter and chocolate. You want to know what number 1 is?
What?
Actually, you know what? I switched it. PB&J is number 1.
Mm.
You know why? I switched my original number 1. I had to switch out to number 3, and I'll tell you why. Because my original number 1 was penis and vagina.
Yeah.
But you know why I had to switch it? Because of gay people. Because they would be like, well, but even a gay person would go,
This is your list.
no, this is what I think everyone's list should be. But even a gay person would agree that penis and vagina go well together.
Yeah, it's kind of made for each other.
Yeah. No, but I mean, you could
Not
still
that
do
there's
penis and
anything wrong with
penis
plowing a
and
butthole
vagina and
up.
vagina. But that's why I moved vagina and penis to 3, and PB&J is number 1. At the end of the day, PB&J, and you guys should have known this. If you're a big fan of the Takeover, from the first episode I ever did of this podcast, you should know peanut butter and jelly is the all-time favorite. And did I have one today? I did. I don't know if that was as fun as I wanted it to be, but we'll
I
see what
got
your
s-
list is.
Well, it's a lot of the same. What about all right, peanut butter and chocolate, chips and salsa, eggs and bacon,
Eggs and bacon's great.
coffee and donuts.
Coffee and donut, but the thing is, I would have.
Sweets could be any sweets.
It
though,
could
but
be
you-
donuts with yeah.
It could be
yeah,
coffee
yeah.
with any sweet. A scone, a blonde bar,
a blonde bitch. Yeah.
Yeah. Knives and something to cut.
Craig, that's the dumbest one I've ever heard. Knives and
no,
something. Now
no,
we have to pick the something.
No, well because
Pick it for us.
Well, I meant like a box to open. Like a.
Why don't you say
like a
knives
zip
and
tie.
bread?
What?
Knives and bread? Like you cut
No,
bread?
no, no. I'm just because you don't. You don't know the value of a knife till you need one and you don't have it. You got a zip tie, bro. You got a zip tie. My nephews and niece get toys and they're zip tied in. They go, Uncle Philip, where's the knife? And I provide.
They call you Uncle Philip?
No, they can't talk so good. Well, Thaddeus does. Yes.
Thaddeus?
Thaddeus.
Oh. Well, why not
Plants
just use scissors?
and rocks.
Plants and rocks?
Scissors don't cut it. Get that?
Plants and rocks.
Did I say peanut butter and chocolate?
Yeah, well, I mean,
Peanut
we were
butter
both
jelly,
agreed.
milk and cookies. That's not fair. What about cheeseburgers, fries, and a Coke?
Well, I mean, now we're just fucking saying shit that we like. I mean, then at this point, we could just be like a fucking bed and a girl.
Ooh, I got one.
A girl on a bed, naked.
Okay, how about this? Marijuana and Lord of the Rings trilogy. Now, come on. That goes hand in hand.
You know what goes good with
That goes hand in hand.
For me, marijuana and video games.
That too?
You know what we're gonna do after this?
Smoke weed?
Well, you're not, but you know something to do with that. Let's go buy a bong. Let's get a bong. I need a bong in this place.
No, I'll get my buddy to make you one. He makes
For free?
I don't know about free, but
Well, then why don't I just get a little bubbler, like from the heads?
Okay, but like my buddy Adam Hooves Glass.
Yeah.
I showed you him. He make them look like Nike Jordans, dude. It's the craziest shit I've ever seen.
I don't
want to
like spend a lot of money.
but
on
like
it,
he'll
but,
have like something good and reasonable. Obviously,
maybe we'll plug him for a free one, and we'll do free ads for him for a couple weeks.
I don't think he needs it. This guy's
He's
fucking
big,
killing it, bro.
Well, that's too bad. All right, here the last part of the segment, and then you'll add to this too, because hey,
I'm listening.
so for this segment, we're gonna put in the music right now. Put the music on. I put music in the background.
Those are smokable bongs. Isn't
show
that
the
crazy?
Here.
You can do it.
That's a bong.
That's crazy. That's how good he is.
So here's this. The last segment, we're gonna play some love music. We're each gonna tell one story about the first time a girl hurt us. And I'll go first. I'll tell you to give you an idea. Why does it look like you're about to shoot heroin? So the first time a girl hurt me, I was in pre-first kindergarten era, and I went to school one day, and the girl I had a crush on moved my cubby next to hers, and I was just like, it was the first time I was like, oh, like I felt something. I don't know what it was, but I was like 5. I went to pre-first. By the way, it's a long story. Remind me to get into pre-first next episode. But I was in pre-first. Her name was Ashley, and she was the hottest girl in the class. You know, again, I'm 6 or something, and her cubby was next to mine, and I was excited. And then that day, she's like, I like you. And we talked. I don't know what we said. The next day I went to school, she moved her cubby next to a different guy's. And I was legitimately, that was the first time I felt like sad because of a girl. And I was really bummed out and heartbroken. And I was like 6, and I was like, she moved on from me. And that was the first time I realized what a slut was too. So
No. God.
But my first time being hurt by a girl, I was 6 years old because she moved her cubby next to another guy's cubby.
6 years old.
6.
Damn,
That's how
I
old.
don't remember. I guess
You didn't like any girls in elementary school?
for sure. I like this girl Tammy and this girl Hillary, and I think Tammy might have hurt my feelings, but she didn't even know I liked her. 'Cause it was before you tell girls you
It's
like
fine,
them.
but it still counts as an
But
early
then she
hurt.
went to the
Why did she hurt you?
dance with my buddy Tetlow, and I was like,
Fucking Tetlow.
fucking Tet. He probably didn't have an idea either. You keep that shit to yourself when you're a
Yeah.
little kid. But I just remember going, oh man, I wanted to have sex with her.
Sex, bro. You were 7. Oh.
It's a joke.
Oh, I didn't
I
know.
mean,
I
I
thought
definitely wanted to kiss her and shit.
Dude, kissing, yeah. Did you remember your first kiss?
Yeah, I was spin the bottle with some strange women. Me and my buddy John met.
Oh, got molested. This is a molestation story.
It was awesome. I was 12. They were 12.
12.
It was all fine. 10, 11. Something.
I liked girls. Dude, one thing I did before I knew about sex is this girl, she was the hottest girl in the school, and she was in 8th grade and I was 6th grade. For Valentine's Day, I showed up with a dozen roses and went to her before school and gave her roses and said, will you be my Valentine? And then she danced with me at the school dance for like one song. That was like my first time I really like thought about loving someone.
I remember I wasn't listening to what you said, but you made me remember something that's pretty funny.
This is the problem with comedians. They're all in their own world, and that's why you have to unplug with someone.
No.
Perfect reason why you have to
There's
unplug.
a difference between me and them. You know, I was zoned out. Other guys are in their head thinking of a bit. I was staring at the wall. Anyways, in like sophomore, I'm not gonna name her name because I'm learning lessons, but I asked this one.
What do you mean learning lessons? Have you
Because
said?
I keep naming everybody first and last name on all my podcasts.
Has people found these
Nah,
people?
but it's
yeah.
rude.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
rude.
Yeah.
Anyways, I asked this girl out to the dance because she went with this other dude to the dance before me.
Yeah.
And she sucked his dick, and I was like, if I take this girl, I might get my dick sucked.
This is in high school?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Did you get your dick sucked in high school?
Later, not that night. I was so disappointed. I was like, oh man.
Do you remember your first blowjob?
I think it just kind of went.
Sorry,
hand in
Mom. Sorry
hand.
that we're talking. My mom listens to all the episodes.
Oh no,
It's fine.
I think it went hand in hand with sex. I don't know if it was like a. It was
That
like,
was for me too. For
yeah,
me too.
it wasn't like that was it.
16 New Year's Eve, whatever that was.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
I can't remember. It always was with sex. It happened for sure.
Yeah.
But just with sex. It wasn't like a
Wasn't the way the world is today.
no. Well, also you're in high school and they're horny. You're horny. They just everyone.
And nobody knows what they're doing. They're just rolling around naked.
Yeah.
I don't even know if I had sex. I might have just been rolling around naked.
Dude, I could not get it in. It was embarrassing. She had to grab my dick and put it in. I couldn't figure it out, bro. I kept going like.
Oh, your
missing.
first time?
Yeah.
Sorry, Mom.
It's all right. That's
It's
funny.
okay. No, yeah, she's. I just like. That's the ongoing thing I do on every episode. I go, sorry, Mom.
Bro, but imagine this. Your first time about to lose your virginity and the girl goes like this. Look it. And then grabs it and then puts it in. I was like, oh.
She sighed?
Yeah, I'll
goes-
never forget that.
I mean, how
I like-
experienced was she? Like,
Well, I mean, it was dark. I was drunk.
no, I get it. Dude, drunk. I can't finish when I'm drunk. I'll go all night. It's so funny. Like I liked hooking up drunk. It's fun, but it's just a met. It's just crazy. Sorry, Mom. Well, I mean, I mean that's pretty much it here this week. What's going on? Are you sleeping?
No?
What do you want to do now?
I've been tired a lot lately.
What time do you get up?
11:30, noon.
That's it. I got up at noon today, but there's been days I got up at 2. But I'm also up till 5.
Why, though?
Watching TV, playing video games. What's the point? There's nothing. I have nothing.
Because
to do.
it's a little bit happier in the daytime.
I mean, I still get everything done in the day. I worked out today already. Like everything I've.
It can't be good for you. It's nice to get everything done. It doesn't matter. But if it doesn't matter, you could
Yeah.
switch.
I'm starting to drift it. I got up at 12 today. Well, because I've been on this now 11 days in a row. I've done the same thing. It's pretty cool. Played the keyboard, meditate, work out, not eating after midnight. You want me to play the keyboard for you?
No, thank you.
Damn it.
I really.
What if you listen to me play the keyboard for an hour? I'll give you the thing on the wall.
It's a tough one, bro. I think I would do it.
All right. Well, all right. Here's the deal, guys. We're gonna wrap up here. This was the Takeover. A little different episode this week. It was a little fun. Like I said, we're always trying new things. We're experimenting. The coffee kicked in very early. Craig witnessed it. I'm a little calm now. But Craig, when we get a studio, when the world gets back together and I have a studio for this podcast, Craig will come on all the time and we'll just be stupid, and so will Joe, and it will be fun.
Joe.
Dude, Joe was on earlier because his part I'll edit in. He was fucking... Dude, we talked about... He got so wasted this weekend. I got to actually show you the picture. I'm not allowed to text it to anyone, but I'll show the picture
He
of him.
puked. I saw it.
Oh, how did you see it?
You texted to the group.
No, I didn't. I know I didn't because I made sure I'm not allowed to. I had showed you the video of
you
him
just-
of me forcing him shots.
Yeah, but you texted me the picture. No,
Oh.
you showed me the picture. I
I
saw
must
it.
have showed
I
you.
saw
I
it.
showed you. Got you. How funny. And I said that if you're a Patreon member, you get to see the picture. I'm going to post that on the
It's a
Patreon.
messy picture.
It's a messy picture. If you don't
Why
mind,
did you make him do shots?
because when I get drunk, I'm like, let's party, dude. And I was just like, come on. And then like he he threw up all over himself. But the funniest part about the picture is he's laying down with throw up all over him, and he's like this, smiling.
Give the poor guy some cocaine. Jesus.
I don't think he's ever done that.
Nice. Good job, Joe.
All right, well, that was this week. Before I leave, check out the Patreon, the Takeover pod / or the patreon.com/the Takeover. Check out the different tiers. You can find the link on the Takeover pod on Instagram. Leave those reviews for me, 5-star reviews. You guys know Craig. Say hi to him. And you know what, dude? Remember, I started the podcast. I wasn't in the mood and I wasn't feeling right. I'm in a great mood now. I'm excited to go fucking run around LA with Craig because we're the only ones who are friends right now. And we're going to go do nothing, but maybe we'll figure something out. But I'll see you guys next week. All right. Bye. Craig, say bye.
Bye, guys. Bye.